Alright guys, what's going on? I got another game here. This one doesn't really have a strategy point, but maybe just a showcase of what is possible in this ship, and also maybe some bad ideas both on my part and maybe everybody else, but also how it can work out if people just don't shoot you. so, um, this is a no destroyer match. I am running Beeply on San Diego, which I think is a perfect match. I have 8.9 kilometer detection, have target locator. Especially based on this match, you've got a fair amount of space before you get spotted if you don't go right into the caps and have decent detection. So I'm like, alright, fine. I'm the destroyer. I actually would love to go in straight into D, but you can see my ring is big enough that if anybody came in, they would spot me. So I'm going to go a little bit wide. My flank mates do stay with me, which is, as we all know, something to be thankful for these days. They do go all the way around the island, that kind of bigger island. I see people do that, and I am mixed on both spawns on this, the north and the south on this D flank. I can kind of see the benefit, but honestly, I feel like most of the time you just get stuck over there, and we'll kind of see a little bit of that in this match. That's not my preference. I'd rather play right up the middle, either off of those little islands or on the western flank of the big island from the south spawn, or vice versa for the north. This is a red Shakalov in this match, so despite the nerf, especially in a cruiser, you still have to respect the bombers. So if you see me here kind of going randomly to the left, that is because if those planes decided to come for me, I wanted to take 4,000 or whatever it is in the nose rather than 25,000 in the side. It's relatively low health squishy ship like San Diego. That's gonna mean I can't play the rest of the game. And I believe it was a Helena, took that hit. Maybe didn't nose in himself. I wasn't specifically watching, but yeah, you can see it took over half his health. So that's exactly why I was nose in on that thing. It's been a hot topic recently. I don't like it. It's just like, it's less than 2 minutes in the match, nothing spotted. That Helena has no health. He doesn't get to have fun this game. Like, I don't know. That's just like, he's literally in spawn. Nothing can see him. He's behind the island. And he's already taken more than half of his health and damage. That's why people don't like that ship. Even if it's like balanced overall damage, battle impact, oh, it's got a lot of weaknesses, low plane generation, torpedoes suck, whatever. I don't disagree with any of that, but for that Helena, sure, maybe he could have dodged, but it's like, he just started the game, he's in the back of the map, he doesn't even have a chance to position. His game's over. But anyway, back to this side. You see the Azumas on the side of that island. He spotted a bunch of stuff over here. I can see from the map that pretty much nothing is on this side. If the mines keeps going, I might be able to get on these islands, but just because of how this geometry works, he's going forward, he's going south, I'm going north. We kind of like, I can't really get behind this island like I want to. So I'm really debating here, do I open up? Do I turn around? I kind of wish I had just stayed at those islands to the south in retrospect. I see these guys backing up. Now the mines can just come into me, and all of a sudden it goes from a 3v4 to a 4v1. So I'm like, alright, fine, I'll shoot the mines. And then I see that I believe that's a Connecticut, is coming around the corner too. I'm like, oh no, I've really messed up here. Got myself stuck. I'm about to be in a 4v1 because my two flankmates are here, but they're behind the island retreating, which is, reasonable. I don't specifically begrudge them that play. That's not what I would pick, but I also wouldn't pick what I have done in retrospect. So, I don't blame them. I just kind of wish, like, I don't like this turnout right here for anybody. But I am trying to just keep some pressure up, get some resets. I actually did a decent amount of damage on the mines, loose track there. I honestly should just stop shooting at this point. I didn't realize the D7P was coming around the corner. That cruiser generally has good concealment. Should have paid attention. So you can see, I'm just kind of like, I'm not showing this to show you like, oh yeah, this was a perfect play and everybody should do this. This is actually not great play on my part. I was too aggressive, kind of in a bad spot. And now I'm trying to make the best of it. I come around the corner trying to drop spot, but now you can see that I'm actually getting spotted from the other side. That's the red Helena. Now he can spot me. Getting dropped by the D7P planes. I'm just in the middle of everything on this map. I am way too aggressive. I'm in the middle. Oh, excuse me. Check myself there. I'm in the middle. I've got good concealment, but through lack of trigger discipline, I've been spotted this entire time. The only thing that's keeping me alive is that, you know, a lot of the ships in D were focused on my teammates over there. You see me dodge this. Like, cool, Shakalov has bad torpedoes. I can dodge those. Still doesn't change the fact that he ruined the game for somebody on our team in the first 2 minutes of the match. Less than 2 minutes. I don't even. He probably dropped at like 1:30 into the match. Oof. But anyway, back over here. Was trying to reset. I think they capped right. I should back up. But anyway, I kind of wanted to reset, but I'm going back in. At least my teammates are now kind of in combat, so I am ready to rumble. You see we're kind of even on ships, but I am ready to get some damage on these ships. Again, I don't know that this was the play. I'm probably way too aggressive here, but I've got Beepley. It's a reasonably agile build. The ship is reasonably agile, so I'm just kind of sending it at this point. Hanging out in the middle didn't seem like a winning play. I am trying to back up my team so that they don't get farmed down for no reason. Now I'm tanking these two cruisers. If the Connecticut had turned around and shot at me, I would be dead here. So yeah, sap. I don't really get sap. I like it on this ship, but I don't get it. I switched to AP as my reload boost comes in. Just hoping for some citadels on that thing, but yeah, there we go. Got a flood and everything. Keep the AP because this guy is just relatively close range and broadside. The San Diego's AP is not bad. You can see I'm getting citadels. I mean, again, this is a tier 6 IJN cruiser, but I'm hitting citadels at 6 kilometers with destroyer guns. Not too bad. So he goes down pretty quickly with the remainder of the AP. You see Connecticut. I don't know if his controller died or something, but it just looks like he's kind of been sailing straight, but he has been moving a little bit, so I don't know. I don't know exactly what the plan is. One thing I will point out, if you notice during that fight, I lost my turrets a lot. That is definitely a weakness of the San Diego, is you've got those basically destroyer guns. They get knocked a lot. That's a weakness of kind of all of this type of ship. Off the top of my head, we've got San Diego, Atlanta, Flint. Colbert actually has super weak turrets. Shoot a Colbert in the nose with a Conqueror and see how many guns you can knock out. That's a fun time. But yeah, take that guy out. I got 3 kills. I'm about to cap this. The red team is kind of falling apart at this point. Yeah, I've got 116,000 damage. 3 kills, 9 citadels. Again, I think this is one of those matches where I see these a lot. I don't think that I played this particularly well. I'm kind of just checking who's on their team at this point, and then you'll see in a second, I immediately forgot what I looked at. I don't know if that happens to you guys or if I'm just old or my brain doesn't work, but like, what ships do they have left? Oh, wait, what ships do they have left? I'd check again. So anyway, I don't think I particularly played this match well, but I have another match that I thought about doing this for that, you know, as bad as your match might be going, or as bad as your team seems, or whatever, I think it's really important to remember that the red team can be just as bad and take advantage of that. And I'm not saying that to try to, you know, make fun of or be mean to this red team, but this is something that I struggle with and I get frustrated with. It's like, oh, like I'm always on the red team. I'm always on the team that's bad. Like, yeah, I'm super mad about it, but like, I'm really making a specific effort to take note of these matches where I am on quote unquote the red team. You know, you look at this match, they have 2 ships, we've lost 2 ships. Like, we just ran over them on this game. Yeah. I'm just kind of let this play out here. I was getting greedy on that Georgia, but again, like, as this game is gone, Well, looking at these guys way at the back, I don't really understand how they're still back there. I know the Colorado's slow, but Ozuma's fast, so, even stock, I think it's 34 or 35 knots. He shouldn't be with me, but he should definitely be ahead of that Colorado. So there's a Riga there. I don't actually know what the sap penetration is. This is something that I would love Wargaming to add. I think it would be super simple. I know lots of people have been requesting all kinds of things to add to the ship statistics. Penetration values for HE and sap. There are so many exceptions. There are general formulas you can use. HE is generally 1/6 with some 1/5, with a lot of 1/4, like, and some that are just a flat amount for whatever reason. Like, I think the Daring and the Jutland have 20 millimeters, like, flat, whatever penetration. But again, I can't specifically remember, and that kind of information would be so incredibly useful to just be able to see. So I don't know what the penetration on the sap shells for the San Diego is off the top of my head. I imagine I would be able to get superstructure nose and tail on the Riga, but it's got a pretty beefy belt, and even the upper belt I think is reasonably thick. So yeah, I wasn't super expecting, but also I figured we've got this game won. If I can get some shots on him, I might as well try it. What he's saying before I get it. Don't spend a ton of time in training rooms testing that kind of stuff out. I have occasionally when I have a very specific question that I'm trying to figure out, but yeah, I'm more of a general numbers kind of guy. I don't remember every single specific thing. Take a cheeky shot over here, like, this guy's gonna die before it gets there, but then points run out. Match is over. You'll see we did alright. Yep, 34.72, pretty decent. 122,000.